Today we're going to talk about some of the undervalued benefits of having YouTube captions for your videos. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it is Wednesday, which means it's time to give you guys some YouTube tips and some training. And I am here talking with Tole, Khesin. Today, I want to talk with you about YouTube captions. Like, I know we are supposed to be using them, but not all of us do. So why should I consider captions for my YouTube videos? What are some of the benefits that you guys have seen of using them?
The number one is that adding captions will increase the number of views. So the results will vary based on the type of content and other factors.
Yeah.
But YouTube recently conducted a scientific A/B test with one of their channel partners and found that just by adding English captions, they were able to increase views by 4%.
Wow.
So this, sort of all makes intuitive sense because search engines can't watch a video. And so search engines have to rely on the text metadata, which YouTube's case is usually the title and the tags.
Right.
Some people also fill in the video description field. But the point is that by adding captions, YouTube gets a much deeper and broader understanding of what the video is about. People speak at a rate of about 150 words per minute. So even a 5-minute video would have 750 words that are indexed. So sort of by not captioning, it's a lot of text, indexable text that you're missing out on.
So does it actually like help boost rankings in search? Like, so does Google favor videos that have captions? Like the same video, one has captions, one doesn't. Will it favor the one that does higher in search results just because it does? Or is it because this one ranks better because Google has more information about the actual content of that video, and so it can match it more accurately with different queries, and so it actually gets more views because it's ranking for more rather than because it's ranking better? Does that make sense?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I think I understand what you're saying. I would say it's more the latter. It's more about getting more breadth as opposed to depth.
Okay, that's how I understood it too. I just want to make sure I was kind of
and sort of a few other reasons that I think worth noting. So one is that it also adding captions also tends to increase engagement, which includes likes and comments and shares and time watched. We've actually been working with Revision 3 to study the impact of adding captions to some of their channels. And some of the preliminary findings indicate that their engagement metrics for caption videos have actually shown a significant uptick as compared to videos that haven't been captioned.
Okay. And that's from search results, or is that from viewer engagement, or what's the
This is from viewer engagement. So viewers actually watching, increased viewing retention and more engagement with the video. And I think that the reason why engagement metrics go up is because caption videos are accessible to a much broader audience. So often when people think about accessibility, they think that captions are really just sort of an accommodation for people with hearing disabilities.
Yeah, or people who have their speakers turned down too low and think that something's broken or something like that.
Exactly. But they're actually, it's actually a lot more than that. There was a study that was recently published by BBC that concluded that 80% of the people that use captions don't have any sort of hearing disabilities whatsoever. They do it because it helps them to understand the content better. There are a lot of people that know English as a second language will use captions because that's helpful. And even, frankly, people that know English as their primary language will just use captions because it's easier to follow along with the content.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like you said, they're also very helpful in sound-sensitive environments, like in a library or a workplace where you don't have speakers or can't turn on speakers.
Yeah.
So the upshot here is that captions make your videos accessible to a much broader audience, and I think that's an objective that's high up on the list for every video creator.
Yeah. I've actually had someone actually tell me that, Tim. They're like, hey, I would prefer captions on your videos just because I do speak English. This person was from Italy. They spoke English as a second language. And they're like, you talk so stinking fast that I have no idea what you're even saying. Like, could you caption these or slow down? And I was like, I'm captioning because I can't slow down. So what kind of videos would benefit most from captions? Is like, what if you're a daily vlogger? Is it worth the time and energy that would go into captioning a 15-minute video every day? Or if you're doing video game, gameplays, or, what type of videos would do best with captions?
Yeah, so here's sort of the way that we think about prioritizing video captioning. The highest priority is for videos that are required, that require captions by law. So this includes videos that were broadcast on TV. This is in connection with the recent CVAA, the 21st Century Communications and Video Accessibility Act, referred to as the CVAA. It may also include videos that are used for educational purposes, or videos that are owned by a federal government agency, or really any organization that takes federal subsidies. So those videos need captions by law. So that's the highest priority,
Sure.
obviously.
Yeah.
The second highest priority are videos that are public facing and you're trying to maximize viewership. So for example, product marketing videos. Or maybe viewership isn't that important, but the videos are critically important for everyone to be able to consume and understand. So that would be sort of the second highest priority. The lowest priority are videos that aren't critical or are outdated and don't get much viewership. An example of sort of that category are user-generated videos.
Yeah.
And then on the flip side, this is kind of interesting. Some of our customers strategically avoid adding captions to YouTube. So let's say your let's say your YouTube videos are mirrored on your own site where you're using a different video platform. And let's say your objective isn't to maximize viewership, but it's to monetize your videos where you can do that more effectively on your site. So in that case, adding captions to YouTube, you're actually helping YouTube to cannibalize the traffic away from your site. So it might make sense to actually add a transcript and captions on your site and not on YouTube.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good answer. I was actually not expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting, but that's a better answer than what I was thinking. Because what you said is basically it depends on what your goals are for your content. It's not actually about the specific type of content you're making, but it's about what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish with it. I would love to hear from you guys in the comments below about what types of stuff you guys think is most important for captions. And I really want to give a shout out to these guys, captionsforyoutube.com. I've been using them for a little while now, and it's been worked phenomenally for me. We actually have a promo code for you guys to use to check it out. But can you quickly tell us just a little bit about captionsforyoutube.com and what it's all about?
Yeah, absolutely. So captionsforyoutube.com is the fastest, easiest way to add professional captions to your YouTube videos. Basically, just log in with your YouTube account. You select which videos you want to have captioned. You hit the button, and everything is done automatically. YouTube sends us those videos. We create the captions. We send them back, and then they just show up in your videos.
Yeah.
And we have a promo. Yeah, so it's really easy. The workflow is completely automated, and these are done by professional transcriptionists, so they're over 99% accurate. And the promo gets you 10 free minutes of captions, no strings attached, and you just use the promo code Creators10.
Yeah, use that, guys, and then and check it out. I've been enjoying it, and I have seen that some of my videos that have captions have been performing a little bit better. I personally just choose to caption the videos that I really want to have like that breadth of search. Like a lot of people, like I feel like this is a good video that's not time sensitive. Like it'll have like evergreen value to it, and those are the type of videos I put my caption files on, and been using you guys to do that. So. Awesome. The rest of you guys, if this is your first time here, we'd love to have you subscribe. Every week we do tips just like this to help you guys out as creators. We do this because I really believe that a lot of you guys have messages that can really change people's lives and make this world a better place. And if those people who need to hear what you have to say could just find you and hear what you have to say. So thank you for letting me be a part of that, and Tole as well. Subscribe, and we will see you guys again next week for another tip video about YouTube captions. See you then. Bye.